Pro boxing fans here with Dimitry Bivol. Dimitry, it's the day after the big fight. First of all, tell me how you're feeling. How's things with yourself?
I feel good. I'm thankful for everything what's happening in my life. Now I'm trying to be focused on my close future, which gonna be for me next. I hope we will see today His Excellency. Maybe he will have some plans for me.
He spoke about it in an interview. Actually, he did an interview on the way out of the arena, and he said, "Look, I had Bivol up by 2 rounds, and that was one of the best fights in 20 years. And we want to get that rematch." That must be, whilst you're disappointed right now, that must also feel good. That look, there's a chance for me to get.
Of course, yeah, I like that. I like first of all that I did good fight. We did good fight, and His Excellency liked this fight. My fans like this fight, and and he wants to make a rematch. I hope it will happen.
Up to the 6th round of the fight, I do want to quickly talk about the fight. It seemed from what I was looking online, some people had it close, some people ringside had it 5-1, for example. In the 7th round, there seemed to be a point. Did he, where you were throwing combinations and he hit you with a straight? Did he hurt you any time within the 7th round or within the fight?
Did he what?
Did he hurt you? Did you feel? Yeah.
He hurt me, of course, on my block, but his punches is so hard. I felt it through my block also, of course, and he made a good punch for my body once, and the pressure what he gave me, it's also like I could say it like it's hurting, yeah.
I do want to ask you though, in that fight, did you feel good? You seem to be throwing a lot of combinations, and whether they were landing or not, you seem to be working a lot in the earlier rounds. Did you feel good in that fight for the first 10 rounds at least?
Did I feel what?
Did you feel very good in that fight because you were throwing a lot of combinations? You seem to be moving really well in that fight. Did you feel good in that fight?
I felt that I'm controlling the fight. I was trying to stuck with our plan, not stand in front of him, moving more with my defense. I felt fine.
Did you feel like you frustrated him sometimes because it seemed at some point that he couldn't land because you were moving and your movement?
Yeah, of course. I felt that I was doing right, that he couldn't catch me. He's pressuring, but I was moving. Yeah. Some parts of my job I like how I did. Some I didn't. I could be better. I know.
When I speak to a lot of people, I spoke to Amir Khan, I spoke to a lot of other fighters, and they said, "Wow, regardless of the result, what a fight that was for us, for people that love boxing. It was 2 elite fighters fighting, and we saw both skills." I know you're disappointed right now, but does it feel good to be part of something that a lot of boxing people, a lot of people around the world watched and appreciated your skill set?
Of course. I'm so. It makes my soul warm that people like this fight because he's a very elite fighter, yeah. And I was trying to check my skills against this amazing fighter. There is some fights like Sugar Ray Leonard against Marvin Hagler. It's one of my favorite fights. It was a very close fight, and both of them showed good skills in the ring. And I love how Sugar Ray Leonard was moving. I like the second fight, Leonard Duran. I like the movement. I like when people trying to not get punches. It's not Kyoko Shinkai, yeah, where you are standing in front of each other and hitting harder. Who's hit harder? It's boxing. This is ring. I love the sport because you can use a lot of different skills. You can use your power, you can use your movement, you can use your brain, you can use your everything, speed, power, everything about this sport.
I feel like being there, sitting, watching you guys, I feel like the rematch which hopefully gets done very soon, is going to be a lot bigger than this fight. Do you feel like because of the performance and what you guys did last night, that the rematch is only going to be bigger now? It's not going to be nothing smaller than this.
Yeah, I feel also that rematch could get more attention, I think, and now we know each other a little bit more. I know him more, he knows me more also, and we could change some of our game plans.
Talk to me actually, just a final few questions because I know you want to go. You spoke that you could improve. Last night you said in the press conference, maybe I could improve. What does that mean? How does Dimitry Bivol improve in his next fight?
Everybody can improve. What about me? I can add more punches. I can add more movements. I can add more. How to say it? Pressure also, okay. Beterbiev is not that fighter with whom, in boxing, with the strong fighter, you should box. With tough fighter, you should box. With the boxer, you should push and fighting with him. I don't know how. Do you get it or not?
I understand it.
But in boxing classes and in boxing gym, it's like first of the lesson. If you see the fighter is very strong, you should box with him. If you see the fighter is skillful and he's boxing a lot, you should push him.
Basically push your skill sets to what your opponent brings to you in the ring. That's what I think you're trying to say, right? In regards to what the opponent does, you've got to try to match that skill set. In regards to the scoring and in regards to the judges, what can be done for judges to appreciate different types of boxing in the ring? Because whilst you were on the back foot, you were still landing punches. There was you were throwing at some points more than him in the earlier rounds. What more can be done to show judges that this is also effective as well as pressure?
It's just subjective opinions. Some people could see good pressure, it adds advantage for the fighter from the judge. Some people could see that clean shots, it's advantage for the fighter. It just we both did good job. I did mine, he did his, but I can improve and make more my job to be on the scale heavier. It's just subjective sport. It's not the running where you can check the time, or it's not the powerlifting when you can.
True.
Yeah, it's just. This is why I love boxing also, because it's so different how people could see the fight.
I do want to ask you, you've obviously fought a lot of great opponents in your life, but the two names that stick out is Artur Beterbiev and Canelo Alvarez. For you, which was the tougher fight?
Tougher fight? With Beterbiev was... it's two different toughest. If we talk about all event,
okay.
With Canelo, the emotions before the fight, the preparation was hard, and with Beterbiev in the ring, it's hard to be, because he's strong, he's big.
Is he more powerful? Because obviously there is a weight difference.
Canelo?
I know there's a weight difference. Was it a different type of power?
It's different. Canelo using a single punch. Yeah, he put full his energy and he punched once, and it's hurt also. Beterbiev, he's strong. He's and he's using a lot of heavy punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's uncomfortable also.
Interesting. I know you need to go, and I do appreciate your time, and I know it's a day after the fight. I do want to ask you actually the last thing, and I did want to ask you this in the press conference. You've mentioned it there about Bertabiev's power. A lot of people were talking about his power before this fight. Is it justified? Do you feel like now you've been in the ring, you know how powerful his power is now, or did you expect more?
No, I knew how powerful is he, because we were in the same national team. I watched a lot of his sparrings against another guys. I even saw once in front of my eyes how he knocked out the heavyweight guy with his right hand.
Okay.
With the big gloves, with the helmet. I knew his power, and I wasn't surprised in the ring. I knew what I will see.
Dmitry, listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I do appreciate your time. It is difficult to talk to anybody after a loss, but I know that from the reaction online that the rematch is only going to be bigger. A lot of people are looking forward to it. Credit to yourself and Artur for an amazing fight. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and no doubt we'll see you again in Riyadh in this big fight. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.